Back in the shop tonight. Finally found out how to make my camera look better in this bad lighting I have here, so that's good. But this is hopefully my Biltwell People's Champ bike. I haven't done a submission or anything yet, so I got to get this done and get a roller going. I think I only have 2 weeks to get the frame done and build a front end and kind of make it something cool looking, so they know what I'm aiming for here. But yeah, so I'm gonna start chopping this thing up tonight. I'm gonna window the big part in the neck here probably, and I want to window this small area back here too. Take the top off. Cross tubes going. I'm gonna have to do a new motor mount, so that's gonna come off too. The big problem I have with it is the angle right here with the rear legs. You can see how it actually drops down here from this angle. So I'm gonna chop these off here and put a cut in here and start bending it up so I can get it all at one same angle. And that should bring me somewhere around 4 up. That's pretty much what I'm going for with this bike. So yeah, I'm gonna start chopping right now and see where we end up tonight. So here's the first change in plans. I was just sanding this down smooth and forgot how big the squish is here. If I'm not running this motor mount, it's gonna look real funny. So looks like I'm gonna cut this whole backbone out. I'm gonna end up cutting the whole neck off. So I'm gonna work on cutting this as close as I can to the casting. And then back here I know it's plugged from the seat brace, so I'm going to flap disc this down real close. And then I'm going to just try to make a small cut, maybe a 1/4 inch in all the way around, and see if I can pop it. Bottom bracket's gone. Now I'm gonna, you can see my little outline there. I'm gonna take it over into the mill and cut it out. Alright, so the next window now. This one and this one I was planning on. These I just threw in there because I haven't cut it off yet. We'll see how it looks when it's done. I can cut it off at any time, so it's not a big deal. What else though? My goal for this neck was to cut the top here and mill the bottom slot on each side. So it'd be an open neck with a keyhole still. And I gotta order a smaller mill bit to do that. So I'll put that order in today or tomorrow and hopefully have it Monday or Tuesday. It's not crucial right now, but I need to do that before I weld the neck back on, or it's going to be a major pain. So I got 2 hours left tonight. I can't walk anymore because my knee's not taking it. So I'm going to sit here, got my Dremel bits, and my die grinder bits, and we'll start shaping everything. I'll shape it with that and then hand file after. that's gonna be it for tonight. See, I got it all hand filed out. It's close. I need to get a couple more Dremel bits to take this down further, square a couple of these edges. I want to take this up a little bit higher too right there. But yeah, so that's what about an hour and a half of hand filing get you. Back at it tonight. I get 3 hours today to work on this, so I'd like to have this frame done so I can get the roller together and have something that's better to look at than this. But I finished most of the polishing on the neck. You can see it's all smoothed out. The casting's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be on these this reproduction neck. But I got a little more work to do on that, but it's at least 80%. So here's the backbone down here. Oop. I pre-polished everything in the lathe. Just put some like 220 grit sandpaper over everything. All the tubing I'm using is either chromoly or DOM. So yeah, I'm gonna get this backbone in, and take some measurements for the front legs, and we'll start getting it back together. Okay, so I just hammered in these rear legs. I needed to see how far apart this was going to be. Factory, these sidecar loops were 6.5 inches center to center, but now since it's extended 2 inches, you can see how it's out. So I purposely got, this is like a 1/4 inch thick tubing, and it's all chromoly. These legs are chromoly, so I had to throw this in and see how far off it would be. So I'm going to put this in the lathe. Oh, a little off on the camera. I'm going to put this in the lathe. I'm going to take a little meat off, just the tops. These are going to be fun to pull back out now. But I'm going to take, I don't know, maybe 20 thou off the top of each leg. And hopefully that'll give me enough wiggle room. And these are plenty strong. This stuff's so thick. And yeah, hopefully I can make up for that inch. Alright, you can see how much I took off here. I did the same on each tube, so that'll give me enough room to flex them back to 6.5 inches. And before these goes back on, I have to make a scallop. I'm doing some scallop chevron pieces on here, so I'm going to work on those real quick, and we'll start getting it aligned again. Go back together. You can see the thicker tubing, it's just taped on right now, but it slides over right at the top. And then I'll blend all this so it's perfectly smooth into the neck. Got a little one on the top, one on each leg here. And then I'm going to do one on the rear leg and one on the lower leg too. Spike's going to get the scallops on the front too. So just a little template, kind of what I'm going to go for. I'm going to leave the sidecar holes. But you can start seeing more of what I'm going for with it. I had some time earlier, so I came and polished all of the tubing. It's kind of hard to tell, but got a really good rough finish on it all. Let it zoom. There it is, so you can see how polished it all is. It's almost, if I McGuired it, it'd probably look chrome. Got these rear scallops on. They're all sanded down, shined up. I'm going to come back where I had to weld the seams on these where I cut them, and I'll Dremel these down. I got 2 tacks on each one. But you can start to see little shapes. These ones are gonna go like that now instead of forward and backwards. We're gonna go inwards. It'll look better once these are chrome. It'll look like this piece is just coming out of nowhere. Show you the other side real quick. It's a lot more sanding than I planned on, but got them done. So now tomorrow is going to be weld the backbone, the front legs back in, and we'll do the same up here, sand these in flush, and then this neck piece I'm going to cut off, and I'm going to take this neck piece I'm going to cut off and take 2 of them so they both look slanted on each side, and they'll come to a point in the middle. Figured that'd be a more stylish way to do it. Yeah, frame's all polished, scallops are on the rear. Back at it tomorrow. Quick little update. I decided for this main backbone tube here, I'm going to use it as a fuel reserve. So I just pulled it all apart, plug welded it down there. I just got it filled with water right now, make sure it's not going to leak. But yeah, so that'll be an extra, I don't know, 10 miles before you run out or something. It's not much, but I figured I can do the fill cap right through here. So be different, look kind of cool. Make a nice little aluminum threaded plug for the speedometer hole. Wrapped up another night. Got a lot of time into this thing now. Got the front scallops on. They're semi-sanded down. Another thing I started doing, I started brazing everything just so it's all seamless once it's chromed. So I'll have to get in here with a Dremel bit and smooth everything. Smoothing these over too. Got like a pound of brazing rod I already used tonight, or silicon bronze. So yeah, we're making progress though. Fuel tank in the backbone. Be pretty cool. It's gonna be different, that's for sure. See, this side's almost, this side's a little smoother over here. I'm still gonna have to shape everything in really nice so it looks like it was supposed to be like that. Back one's good. I'm probably gonna have to break this video up into 2 parts because I'm still gonna have to do the scallops on the front legs and then come back and sand everything. Only other thing I have to do structure wise is put these back on, going into the backbone. Everything else is there.